I remember walking in the forest and doing my walking meditation. The first time that I had rapture in meditation, it was in the evening, and I put a candle on this little wooden platform on two trees and had swept the path of leaves and was walking between these two trees very calmly for 2 or 3 hours at night in this tropical forest. And then all of a sudden, my body started to feel light, like I was floating a little bit. I said, ooh, this is fun. Right? And then I started to feel very tall, like in Alice in Wonderland or something, when you eat that side of the mushroom. And that's what it was. And I felt like my whole body stretched and my head was going to brush the tops of the trees. And I said, wow, this is very interesting. And of course, I got really attached. I got to keep this as long as I kept walking. How can I get this to stay? And as I continued to practice, what began to unfold for me was what was written in the ancient meditation texts. And some of it was familiar from some of those early acid trips and things like that, but it was a lot more systematic. My body started to open and my mind became malleable. I would turn it some direction and it would just stay there. It wouldn't wander. And it became very clear and pure. There was some sense of inwardly having been washed, like I was put in the washing machine, double cycle and come out. Things just felt cleansed inside. And then my body turned into a river, sensations, just what seemed solid became this whole sense of flow and movement. And all the elements started to show themselves. I'd hear a sound, and then there'd be an image and a thought, and I'd see the world was constructed just of senses, of seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting, and then images or thoughts that would come one after another, like on a molecular level, sensing all the different elements of body and mind that make up our life. And it became like rain, like being in a rain shower. It was wonderful. And then as the meditation deepened further through all kinds of visionary experiences of dying in thousands of ways, as one probably has in warfare and illness and facing my own death. And as I let myself just sit with this and die, my body started to become transparent and filled with light, luminous. And then the whole sense of myself began to disappear, open up into space. Just space was left, this lovely space that seemed to go on in every direction forever. And it stayed as long as I didn't try to possess it. As long as I wasn't there, it was there. It was magnificent. And it felt like coming home. There was this sense of confirmation that somewhere in each of us we intuitively know who we are. And when we come back to that, when we touch that, it awakens and we say, yes, I've known this all along. It's like Emily Dickinson, she wrote, I never saw a moor, I never saw a sea, yet I know how heather looks and what a wave must be. And even not having seen it exactly, there's something in us that knows. So to awaken is really not something new, but a confirmation of our true nature.